in our penultimate race. Peter Barrett just moving over to the starter's gun. And we have a very big field here. We'll go through them once they kick off.
Okay. On your mark.
This race or the next race? Dylan. Yep. Cool.
Dylan Lee, yeah.
He is trying to do 15:45.
My apologies for the delay, just receiving some information. So we'll go through the seeds. First of all, Liam Christensen in 1, Ryan Cramery in 2, Luke Cramery. So a bit of sibling rivalry in this. Ryan Marino unattached in 4. Ashley Rogers from Ballarat YC. Gee, it's been a good day for the Ballarat contingent in 5. Josh Christensen in 6. James Miller from Ballarat in 7. Jackson Eden, Bendigo Harriers. Geez, I shouldn't have eaten those chips so close. In 8. Paddy Smith in 9. Mitch Murray in 10, also from the Ballarat Harriers. Chris Armstrong in 11 from Bendigo University. Chulingo from Melbourne University in 12. Bo Guest in 13. Declan McKenzie in 14. Luke Frazzetto in 15. Richie Egan in 16. And Dylan Lee from Singapore in 17. So we have a guest all the way from Singapore. I did catch up with Dylan at the track yesterday evening, and I asked him if he went down and ran at the Box Hill Burn, which was held last week. And I'm going to paraphrase slightly, and he said, "No way, Brett. No way I'm running at that metro race. Boo hiss. I'm taking it to the country. And I'm going to run 15:45. He's in the blue there, the white hat, just on the rail in about 5th spot, young Dylan. I'm going to try to run 15:45 at the 5K Frenzy so I can qualify to run at the Southeast Asian Games for my country. So Dylan Lee is not just here to run a PB, he is here to run a qualifier so he can compete for his country. So we are going to make that happen, Dylan. Make no mistake about that. But I'll tell you what, if we're going to make that happen, they might want to move a little bit quicker than what they're doing at the moment. So I think he needs 3:08 K pace, 3:10, somewhere around there. And we'd like him to at least start well. So I think they might be off it a little bit. Seed times indicate that we've got a couple of guys that might be capable of that sort of pace. They go through. There goes 3:08 now, 3:09, 3:10. So there is Dylan. He's up the front. He goes through in 3:13. So he's just off the back of that pace just a little bit. We hope we can get him home. Jackson Eden in 2nd there. Gee, it's an absolute group, a bevy, a plethora. And then our 3 at the back. That looks like Chulingo from Melbourne University. That pink's going to look very familiar. It's going to haunt me. We've got matching singlet and shoes. So that is a fashion statement that only the best can pull off. And I say that because that person probably runs about 3 minutes faster than my 5K PB. So if you can do that, you can wear whatever you want. Don't worry about the watch, Dylan. We will get you home. I will talk you all the way through this. Oh, I've just been informed that our Melbourne University runner is also from Singapore. So I like that. Nice to have an international race. Maybe we should send that to the council. Wait till the city of Greater Bendigo hear that the 5K Frenzy has become an international event. That should get us a bit more money next year. So Dylan Lee setting the pace. 16 is Richie Egan going through. And I reckon that's Bo Guest. Eden is there. Gee, it's a plethora. The two Christensen boys are pretty hard to miss. That is a beautiful running style there. What's that singlet? And here's our other Singapore/Melbourne University athlete in a group with Frazzetto. And my goodness, I missed the pink singlet again. If I miss it again, can someone come out and tell me who that is? So we are through, no, maybe one more lap to the 2K. I got a little bit excited there, Lockie. Got a little bit excited. My apologies. So rounding the bend and into the front straight again. And it is still Dylan Lee. I'll tell you what, he'd love someone to get out and give him a tow. If any of you people want to run sub 16, tonight is the night you can do it. And you can say, I helped a Singapore athlete represent his country. So we'll pick him up again. And Cramery goes through. Actually, where is the other Cramery? There he is. Luke Cramery. You cannot let Ryan Cramery beat you. But it is indeed Ryan Cramery in third wheel. And his older brother Luke is having to tip his hat at the moment. It's Armstrong. Should have known that one. So it's Armstrong in the pink. Finally got it. All right, that should be the 2K through in 6:30. So we're outside that pace. We've drifted to 3:15 pace. We're going to have to pick it up a little bit more if we want to get sub 16. So the crowd starts to swell in the front straight. I don't know whether the cameras can pick that up. If we just pan left a little bit, come off the runners, can we pan left and look at the crowd? But I can hear them cheering. We have a very vocal bunch. Lockie shaking his head. He said, no, that's not where the action is, Brett. The action is on the track. And it is with our athletes. And they are going through in a flurry. My goodness me, I've just caught sight of James Miller there in the Ballarat Harriers uniform. It's hard to pick up these hip numbers, I'll tell you what. Oh, that's Declan McKenzie. That is a very nice singlet that young Declan is wearing. Shouldn't say young, he's 22, but he's younger than me. And here we go through with Fazzetto and Armstrong and Chu Ling from Melbourne Uni. We head back to the front and we have a change. So Dylan Lee has dropped off and it looks like Cramery. And I can't tell the other athlete. A bit too far away to read hip numbers from 150 metres away. But they have moved away. And they are on track for a sub 16. Or very close. They've gone through 2.5 at about 8:05. So if they can keep this pace, they will run very, very close. So that looks like a 4. So that's Ryan Marino and Ryan Cramery. There goes Eden. Our Ballarat YC runner is Ashley Rogers. And I can't tell the Christensens apart, but one is in that lead pack and one has just fallen off. But now it's Cramery. Now Cramery has taken over from Marino. He's gone and grabbed a drink. He tips it over the head. He says, oh, that feels fantastic. I can lip read from 200 metres. So he's caught back up, Marino, and he's right on the heels of Cramery. And I'll tell you what, they are looking at a sub 16. Make no mistake about it. Unfortunately, Dylan Lee has settled back into that pack. We hope he can hang on. And maybe one of the Christensens has pushed into third there. I'll try and grab a hip number on the way through. So it's either Josh or it's Liam. And I hope I can pick him up this lap because it would be an absolute mistake if I can't. Cramery through looking comfortable. Marino starting to struggle a little bit. The band's got out. He clicks the watch. 9:45 on the clock. It's hip number 1, so it is Liam. Liam is in third. Jackson Eden, Luke Cramery, Ashley Rogers. And unfortunately, Dylan Lee says, I've had enough. It's too hard to do it. We'll get that 5K qualifier another day. There goes Josh Christensen. Paddy Smith is through. There goes James Miller. And I've missed the orange at the back. My apologies. Bo Guest clicks the watch at 10:20. So not a bad time. But our leaders are just coming. Oh, they've passed the 200. They're not even waiting for me to call them. Fazzetto and Armstrong and Go have just gone through. But I'll tell you what, our leaders are about to enter the front straight. And they are really powering away. They have sub-16 in their sights. And it looks like, I'll tell you what, Marino is taking back over the lead. So the boys are playing a little tag team here. Oh, Cramery's had a bit of a look in the crowd. Someone's thrown a bit of banter out. But he said, hey, Marino, you can take it up. I'm going to follow you for a lap or two, but then give it back soon enough. 11 minutes on the clock. 4 laps to go. Now here comes the Red Fury. Luke Cramery starts to build up. Oh, he's not going to make it easy for younger brother. Christensen, Eden, Rogers. Another Christensen. 9 is Paddy Smith, and he's looking, but don't worry about that, Paddy. Get past him. There's Mitch Murray in the orange, and he's overtaken our Ballarat Harriers athlete in James Miller. So he's got a nice loping stride. My goodness me. Bounding up and down. There's a click of the watch for Bo Guest. He's around again. And we come back to this pack. Looks like Mackenzie. Go. Fazzetto and Armstrong has gone. No, no, no. Let me through. We head back to the front. And it's still the status quo. Oh, it's neck and neck. So Marino, Ryan Cramery's like, no, 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 I'll lead this lap. I'll lead it. And Marino's like, no, 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 I'm just going to sit on your shoulder. A big cheer there. And I'll tell you what, Ryan, you need to watch out because Luke is coming. He has closed that gap by 20 metres. The Fury is about to unleash. Christensen through, Eden through, Rogers through, and Egan through. I was going to say Richie through, but it's Richie. Egan is through. Excuse me. Paddy Smith on, he has passed Christensen of the Josh variety. Cramery still in front of the 200. Oh, that is a world of hurt there for Mitch Murray. But he's still going. Miller checks the watch. You are on time. Not long to go. Couple of laps, 3 to be exact. Bo gets through again. My goodness me, they are lapping hard now. Frazzetto, he's back in front. Armstrong looks at his heels. Come on, Chris. You can hang on. It is Chris. I had my tongue in my mouth, or my tongue in my mouth, mouth in the tongue, I'm not sure. But it is Chris Armstrong with the shoes. Cramery now has put the foot down. He's moved away from Marino. Not by much. Oh no, now he's got it back. Marino coming back. A great effort there. Luke Cramery has again closed that gap, and Christensen is not going away. We have a race here. 14 minutes has ticked over. Can we get a sub-16 from these guys? Cramery now with a 5-metre lead over Marino. They're about to pick up a few of the backies in the field. So Cramery goes past, I think that might be Mackenzie down there. Mitch Murray still with that pained look. You won't see that look on my face. I will never hurt that much. James Miller through the finish. Frazzetto's moved away now. He's cleared out from Armstrong and Go. Murray struggling to hang on. Can he go with Armstrong? Cramery now with 1 to go. 15 minutes has ticked over. It might be a very, very tough ask to get 16. I don't think he's got a 60-second lap in him. But I'll tell you what, he's not going to be far away. His seed time says 16:16. So can he get under that? Luke Cramery with a 16:30 seed time. So he's going to go close. Marino is digging deep. He is not letting Cramery go away. It's down to about 10, but he's fighting back. Marino is going to crush his 16:35. There's no way he's not breaking that. Cramery rounds the 200. 15:40 on the clock, Ryan. Let's go. So it's Ryan Cramery and Ryan Marino. Into the front straight. 15:51 on the clock. So it's going to be a PB. They're going to miss sub 16. But it will be a PB for Ryan Cramery. He has a look to the side. He's got Marino covered. Fantastic racing. That is a huge, absolutely huge PB. Marino can't believe it. He's still trying to figure out how he's run so fast. Unbelievable. Looks like Christensen has got past for third. And Luke Cramery, I reckon if he's written 16:35, that's going to be a PB for him as well. So well done to the Cramerys and Ryan Marino. Here comes Jackson Eden, sub 17, 16:40, great run from him. He's put down 17 as a seed time. Ashley Rogers coming in. He might be just outside, about 4 seconds I think I've got on my clock. Richie Egan and Paddy Smith just under the 17. Absolutely fantastic. And that is the seed time for Pat Smith. So I dare say a PB for him. 17:10 now. So it looks like we've missed PBs for our remaining athletes, but they're still going to finish off. I hear go Mitch. So Frazzetto, nice race. That'll be James Miller coming down. Mitch Murray, he was hurting very, very early. But I tell you what, he's done well to finish there. Armstrong through. Great race from Go. And there is our field, an absolutely cracking race. We were so close to a sub 16, just missed it. But I tell you what, we won't be far off. Oh, sorry, I've forgotten Declan McKenzie. My apologies, Declan. And 18 minutes for Declan. Pace was maybe just a little bit too hot early.